that is how the west side of gaming was won.
Let's do this. Yeah! As you can clearly see, old Gunslinger Chase here has clearly won the standoff between the $100 gift card products.
That's right.
Big thanks and shout out to the Fit Gamer for trying his best to throw me a vote. I highly recommend checking out his channel. It's in the description below.
That's right. There's only room for one in this one gaming town.
That's right. I want to thank all our viewers and everybody who voted on these products. This is actually a pretty fun series to do. I mean, especially when we get to decide how to spend your money.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And this week, actually, the Steam controller and the Steam Link were the dominant winners. They took it by storm. Huge winners.
Landslide.
So you know what? We're going to roll right into it and go in depth.
Shall we?
First off, let's start with the Steam controller. At first glance, at first touch, it's an extremely meaty device. The overall feel in itself is ergonomic. I mean, it is very ergonomic. It definitely feels worth the $50. The shape itself is quite a bit different than your standard Xbox controller or PlayStation controller. It has an up-swooping, palm rest. That's for the touchpads themselves. Pretty nice, actually. It gives it a really nice ergonomic, allows your allows your thumbs to kind of float over the touchpad, which is really nice. It uses your fairly standard layout, with a few exceptions. Obviously, the two touchpads are very different. These are both haptic touchpads, so they give you feedback as well. If you notice, there is a missing controller here. So we have, one thumbstick here, and where is the other thumbstick? Nope, it's touchpad. The layout itself is, like I said, it's very standard. You have your A, X, Y, and B, buttons. A little bit smaller than your Xbox controller. They're a little more chiclet style, but they do feel nice, and they have a nice tactile feedback response to them. Additionally, there are four standard bumpers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your standard, trigger pads as well. They have 2 states for the trigger pads. One half press and then full down click, so they're digital in that regard. Ooh, turn it on. And just overall, it's a really nice feeling controller. There are additional buttons in the back as well for you Xbox Pro controller lovers. So it gives you that extra customization if you want to add something. Speaking of customizations, this controller is wholly customizable. Every single button on this thing is a customization waiting to happen. So if you're into that, this is the controller for you. It's extremely geeky in that regard, but it's awesome. They have standard modes, and then they also have community modes, and then developer recommended modes. The community modes are what make this thing beautiful. Hundreds, thousands upon customizations for every single game in my Steam library are available, and they're even customizable. So you could take somebody's and customize it yourself. It's really pretty powerful in itself. And that's about it for the Steam controller.
Well, as you can tell by that, the Steam controller definitely adds its own flair to the controller market.
Yep.
But as for the Steam Link?
Now, the Steam Link, it looks inconspicuous enough, and it is. It's really just a device to stream your media. But there's a little bit of a difference here than, say, your standard Roku device or your Amazon Fire or Fire Stick. This device is just strictly meant for games, or at least that's what they claim. That's what they say. What's funny is you can actually utilize it similar to, but what's great about the whole device itself is, again, Valve did a great job with the feel of it. You're not going to obviously be touching this very much, but it's got some heft to it. And the overall quality of the build is really small and it's really light. It's about the size, I wish I had a banana for scale, but it's about the size of your of an Apple TV. In the overall, it's got a nice quality, nice Steam logo here. Ports, let's talk ports. All right, so ports, we've got your 1, 2, 3 USB, HDMI, Ethernet. Really straightforward device, and once you plug this thing on, it's pretty much up and ready to run. That's it. Oh yeah, and in addition, this can run on your Mac, your PC, or your Steam OS. So this can stream all 3 devices, Mac, PC, or Steam OS. Yeah, and that about wraps up the Steam Link, at least from a front and center perspective. let's get this thing hooked up to a TV and get our Steam Link and our Steam Remote playing. All right, let's jump right into the pros and the cons.
That's right.
Yep, so first out, pros. Brought to my living room. PC in my living room. Awesome for both products.
Any
room. room.
That's right, Chase. I will agree with you. This is a lazy man's dream.
It's amazing.
Let me take that back. It's a lazy person's dream. Let's not forget about our lady gamers out there.
Hey, yeah.
But he's right. But the problem is, I found that the Steam controller, it's maybe a little bit too complex and have a steeper learning curve for the casual gamer such as myself.
Did take some tinkering, yeah.
It did.
Definitely, I agree with that. Second pro, I have to give it the unique design aspect. Both the controller and the Steam Link brought a unique look and feel, just in general, and it's highly customizable, which Corey doesn't like, but that's okay.
Hey, you know what though? Customizable, I sat and watched Chase do it. It's really impressive. A lot of gamers like to map out their buttons. That's true. For me though, on the flip side, con number 2. I thought the touchpads were just a tad too much, and like you just mentioned, for someone like myself who doesn't get around to playing PC games, man, it just takes a lot of tinkering to get these touchpads just right.
Yeah. I'm gonna agree with you on that. Yeah. Pro number 3. This one actually goes out for the Steam Link than anything. I have to give major props to the size of this thing.
Absolutely.
It's perfectly compatible.
It's compatible too.
Compact. It's compact. You throw it in a bag, whatever, you take it with you. Perfectly compact, and it's extremely high quality streaming. Same goes for the controller, actually.
Absolutely. I'll agree. The Steam Link itself was really the shining star for me. The only con I have, sorry, Grumpy Gus strikes again, Wi-Fi sucks on the Steam Link. There were so many times where Chase and I were playing games, especially our favorite, Broforce, that all of a sudden this connection would be lost. So if you have Wi-Fi and you're trying to use this, it's advisable for us, have a hard line, because Wi-Fi sucks.
Absolutely, yeah. Ethernet's the way to go here.
Yeah, so
until they update the software.
But again, I'm on board with a lot of the things that Chase said. So after all the pros and cons, let's get to the meat of things, the verdict. Chase, my man.
Whew,
I don't think we even need to ask, but what was your verdict?
This one's easy. 2 thumbs up, 1 thumb for both, 1 and 2 products. So
if you guys can't see, but his big toes are pointing.
And my big toes are pointing, yeah. So this is definitely absolutely 2 thumbs up.
As for me, I'm going big, huge thumbs up on the Steam Link. Steam controller, unfortunately, thumbs down for me because I'm a casual gamer.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. It's not a bad product. I just think it's just a little bit too tough.
It's too out there.
Yeah. So, please, again, thank you for joining us again, but please share your thoughts, your ideas in the link below or the comments below. We do rely sometimes on people telling us, hey, I saw this product. I want to see what it's like. Can you guys review it? That's what we rely on, and we thank you guys for that.
And recently, we've been receiving a lot of products for as seen on TV and female-leaning products.
The feminine side of the market. Maybe. Hey, you know what? Who
maybe a no-no?
Who better to test female products than 2 hairy guys like ourselves?
Yeah.
All right. So, like and subscribe is always appreciated, but like I said, the comments are what provide the insight. As always, I'm Corey.
And I'm Chase.
We'll see you guys next time.
Squirrel.